Good morning all of you. First of all of you welcome in standard 6th. In standard 6th, first of all mathematics inside there is a first lesson that is basic concepts in geometry, and it is starting with a let's discuss point, and in this point they told you to complete the rangoli. So all of you just complete the rangoli with me. So how it is there? So its reflection is same we have to draw here. So first of all, here is a triangle. So I will also draw triangle here. Okay. On this triangle, one more triangle is there. It is smaller one. So this is another triangle. Okay. Now here is the square, and it is with the 3 points. So select 3 points from the corner. And here also you just select the 3 points from this side and complete the square. All of you know, I think, square having all equal sides. So here is square. There is a 4 corners of rangoli is with the square. Now here triangle's reflection we drawn here. Actually it is a mirror image. So same way its water image, maybe it is here. Okay, mirror image and water image, maybe it was over for you last year in the scholarship exam. Okay, so it's a water image we will draw. First of all, select 3 points from upside. So downside you just select the 3 points, then join these 3 points like this way, say here. Okay, and now it is a square, and after that square is attached to this rectangle. Okay, this is a rectangle. That is opposite sides are parallel and they are congruent. Okay, so we have completed this rangoli. Now what is the questions they are asking on the basis of this rangoli? Here some of the questions they are asking. So what is the first question? What kind of surface do you need for making a rangoli? So that is the question. You just tell me which kind of surface we need to make rangoli. If it is smooth, then we can draw easily rangoli, but the surface is rough, it is difficult to draw the rangoli. Okay, we cannot draw the designs properly or correctly on the rough surface. Now second, how do you start making a rangoli? At the time of starting rangoli, first thing what we are doing, we are plotting the points on the surface, and that points we are joining and we are completing our rangoli. So how do you start making rangoli? By giving points on the surface. Now third, what did you do in order to complete the rangoli? So first of all we are giving the points, and then afterwards by using lines like curved lines, then straight line, and making different shapes, we are completing the rangoli. Okay. Now fourth, name the different shapes you see in the rangoli. Now if you see here, just I told you that which shapes are here. This is the square. Okay. Here is also square. So in this there 4 corners are, what happened? 4 corners, and the center of the rangoli is with square. Okay, this shape is a square, means all the sides are equal. After that, if you see here, this is the triangle. The closed figure having 3 sides is called as a triangle. What I said, a closed figure having 3 sides is called as a triangle. Now next it is the heap. If you see these 2 figures here is a square, and here is also square, and here is a rectangle, here is also rectangle. So which shapes are here? Square, rectangle, and the triangle. By using these shapes we completed this rangoli. Now next, 5th question is would it possible to make a rangoli on a scooter or an elephant's back? Is it possible? What you are thinking? It's impossible, because the surface is what it is, how it is. It is not a smooth surface. Now, when making a rangoli on a paper, what do you use to make the dots? What we are using? We are using a pencil, otherwise pen. Okay. Now, we will see the next part from the basic concepts. Now we will start the basic geometric shapes. Okay, so first point is the let's learn. What it is? Let's learn. So what is given here? First point is the P-O-I-N-T-S, points. Okay, so point is shown by a tiny dot. What it is? It is a point. What it is? It is a points. Just we completed one rangoli. Inside it what we use? The points. A tiny dot is called as a point. You know that full stop we are giving. That is also point. Then secondly, the line segment. What it is? Just tell me first of all. These two are, suppose this is a point and this is a point. If we join these points by a line, if we join these 2 points with a line, then this is called as a line segment. Line segment. Okay, what I said to you, if 2 points are joined by using a line, the figure form is called as a line segment. Just all of you learn this spellings, whichever I am underlining here. This is important. Then suppose these 2 points I join with the line, then it is segment. But if I extend it both the side, what I said, if I extend it both the side, then there is a no limit. It extend whatever, there is a no limit. It extend or it increase both way and it has no limit. So this figure is called as a line. What I said? This figure is called as a line. And line has a no end. Okay. So next is the so what they told you, a line segment. Suppose here we name this A, B, P. So its writing is the point O. Suppose this is a O, then if we read it as a point O, this is a line segment. We say that line segment A, B. Okay, and suppose this is PQ, but it is extended both the side, then we say that line PQ. We are not saying the line segment, line PQ, and line segment is a part of a line. Line segment is a part of a line. We can say that each segment has a measure. Suppose I said draw a line segment of measure 5 centimeter. So you have to draw this line segment exactly 5, not more than 5 and not less than 5. But line, we cannot say that draw a line of 5 centimeter because it extends towards both the side of a line. Okay. After that, the 4th point is the ray. And you know sun rays, you see, no? How it is there? This is suppose sun and these are the rays. Okay. So rays means it has a starting point towards one side and the arrow towards the another side. Suppose it is a L, M, then we are writing ray L, M, ray L, M. If you are writing M, L, ray M, L, then it is ray M, L, then it is wrong. We have to write always ray with the starting point. So its reading is ray L, M. Now these are the basic concept in the geometry. By using this concept, the full geometry we are studying in the future standards. So first is the point. Point means a a single tiny dot, and we are reading it as a point O. If it is P is here, so point P. If it is A is here, point A. In this way we are reading this. So if two points are joined by a line, then it is called as a line segment. Line segment has a particular exact measure. Then if there is a no end, then it is a what? It is called as a line. And ray, it has an end point, and one side there is it extend only one side. How this line extend towards two sides? Same way the ray extend towards one side only, and we are reading it with the starting point, and this point is called as a starting point. So we are reading it as a line LM, not like line ML. After this we will see the activity. The next point is the try this. What is the question given here? Draw a point on a blackboard. So we draw this point. Okay. Every student now to draw the lines. So now I will only draw here lines. Suppose I will draw the line which is passing from this point O. Okay. So how many lines I can draw here? Just you will see. Then you will understand that I can draw so many lines which is passing from a single point, that is O. Just see, I can draw line from here also, from here also. I will draw the line which is passing from here, O. If you will see, it has no limit. I can draw the so many lines which is passing from a single point. Suppose here also space is there, so I will draw the line which is passing from this space. Here also I will use this space. Okay. So from this what we are understanding? An infinite, this word is important, learn this spelling. Number of lines can be drawn through one point. Okay. So it is very important statement. You have to learn this statement also. What is the statement? An infinite number of lines can be drawn through a one point. This type of questions they may be asked you in the fill in the blanks. Okay. After this activity we will take can you tell part. Now here some points I plotted here. Then we have to name it. Suppose I will give this P, Q, this is S, R, then L, M. In this way I will give names to these points. Now what is the activity? If you choose any 2 points, how many lines can pass through the pair? Any 2 points, if suppose I will choose here L and S. How many lines are passing from this L and S? That is only 1. Just now we seen that how many infinite numbers of points are passing from the single point. If you select the 2 points, then what happens? Only one line can pass. So the statement is how many lines? So you just select any 2 points. If I will select this point, you will see that only one line is passing from the 2 points. So that statement is that one and only one line can be drawn through any 2 distinct points. Okay, understand all of you what I said, that from a single point infinite number of lines can pass, and from 2 points, 2 distinct points, one and only one line can pass. Now if we draw the line which is passing from 3 or more than 3 points, then suppose I will choose these 3 points P, Q, R. You will see the one line can pass through these 3 points. Yes, it is passing. This is P, this is Q, and this is R. So, if a line passing from 3 or more points, this line is called as a what? It is called as a these points are called as a collinear points. So, 3, here just see 3 or more points which lie on a single straight line, which lies, and if you see this, these points are on a single straight line, then they are said to be, they are said to be collinear points. Learn the spelling of collinear. It is new word for you. Linear, P-O-I-N-T-S. These are called as a collinear points. And if it is not passing through this, then these are called as, if I will try to join L, P, Q on a single line, it is impossible. One line can pass through from these points. It's impossible. So these points are called as a what? Non-collinear points. So points which do not lie on the same line, then they are called as a called non-collinear points. Collinear points. Okay, understand? So L, P, Q is a non-collinear points. P, Q, R are collinear points, and L and L inside only one line can pass. And if it is a single point and we can draw the so many lines passing from this single point, then it is, we can just now is already seen that if from a single point infinite numbers of lines are passing, and this point is called as a point of concurrence. What we say that? Point, this definition also learn. Point of concurrence. This point is called as a point of concurrence. Okay, and these lines are called as a concurrent lines. Concurrent lines. Okay, so today we will take this much only. All of you just take the textbook and all the definition, all the figures from the textbook, write down and send me on group. Okay, thank you.